Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm gonna show you how I did this whole look inspired by the Cruella movie. The movie was my recent favorite. I really loved the movie, and I could relate to so many things happened in that movie. It was so beautiful, and it actually showed how situations change person into a rude person. I got so inspired by how bold and how she did things. I know it wasn't a good example for children to watch, but for me, I really loved it. So the whole look is based on what I have seen Cruella. So yeah. So this is your first time here, please subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell button so that you get notified every time I upload a video. So yeah, let's get into the video. First, let's start with face prepping. I'm gonna use my facial mist before I start my makeup. And I'm gonna try this Too Faced primer which came as a free gift with the purchase which I did on Nykaa. I'm gonna try this for the first time today. Let's see how it works for my skin. It smells a bit coconutty with mint, something like this. Let me apply. This one feels like a nice moisturizer as well, so that you don't have to use moisturizer while you use this primer. It's not like that silicone-y kind of primer. It seems very nice, and as you see, it's still wet. It's a bit tacky, so that your foundation sticks on really well. Now let's move on to color correcting. I'm gonna use my corrector in the shade Tan. Great thing about this concealer is that it also gives you a little bit of coverage along with the orange corrector. So now that our color correcting is done, I'm gonna move on to my foundation. I'm gonna use this MAC Studio Tech cream powder foundation in the shade NC47. I usually use MAC NC45, but this one suited, it is a tad bit dark, but it blends into my skin, so I really like NC47 in this foundation. I'm gonna use my Smashbox brush. Like, can you see there's no much of difference between my skin tone where I've not applied foundation at all and with a place where I've applied foundation? It looks really skin-like. My foundation's done. I'm gonna move on to my concealer. And also I wanted to ask you all, if I have got my COVID vaccinations done. I've got my first dose, and if you want me to talk about the experience I had, then let me know in the comment section so that I can do a video on it very soon, as if you guys are interested. So please let me know if you're interested. I had it last week, and yeah, quite a lot of experiences to share with. So if you guys are interested, then you guys can go ahead and comment in my comment section so that I can do a video about it immediately after this. Now let's move on to the concealer. I'm gonna use a lighter concealer to my skin tone. Because I'm gonna use a neon eyeliner. I want my under eye to look really brightened up, so I'm gonna use this NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Biscuit 1. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush like this so that I use less product. I'm gonna also highlight the centers of my face a little. Since I'm using this fluffy brush, like, can you see it's so easy for me to blend in, because otherwise, you know, it's gonna look really cakey and hard to blend. So I take really less product. I just dip my brush into the pot and take less product and work one by one. Now my concealer is done. Let me apply some powder before this gets creased up, because can you see on my lids when I close there's a little bit of crease here. We don't want that under eyes to get creased up. This cream contour from Huda is really nice. And contour. Whatever's left on my brush, I'm gonna use on the sides of my nose. Like, can you see the difference of this side and this side? Like, after I use the contour. So I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier. I don't use any other powder other than this, because this is that one powder. This and the Charlotte Tilbury powder and the MAC mineralized powder. These are the powders which doesn't give me a flashback on photos. If you want to get one powder that you can set your face and, you know, baking and all those stuff, go for Laura Mercier. I guess even the Anastasia Beverly Hills banana powder is like good. The Huda Beauty powder I've not tried. Now that I've cream contoured, I'm gonna set that with my bronzer. I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush bronzer in the shade Deep 4. This is a bit too dark for me. I should have gone to the shade Tan, but I thought it's gonna run a little lighter, so I got 4 and it was way too dark for me. Maybe once, like, hopefully by any chance, if I go through such big pan, I will buy the 3. Get in a, you know, soft big brush like this, and gonna go really it blends really good, like totally, but it looks a little muddy on me because of the shade. I'm gonna use this MAC blush in the shade Fever. This is the most beautiful blush ever for my skin tone. For my highlighter, I'm gonna use this Too Faced Fancy Pink Diamond. It looks something like this. I'm gonna use my Morphe 501. It's not a very blinding highlighter, but it's very subtle and looks really nice on any skin tone. It really looks beautiful. And now let's move on to the eyes. I'm gonna use my MAC paint pot in the shade Laying Low as my eye primer today. I'm gonna take a little bit on my finger like this, and I'm gonna apply it on my eyelids. Since I do not have a neon eyeliner, I'm gonna use my pink eyeshadow from the James Charles palette. I'm gonna take the powder and I'm gonna mix this Inglots Duraline. It's gonna change any kind of powder into a cream form, and it'll also dry up. Apply a little bit here to this liquid eyeliner. I'm gonna use it for my eyes. this whole look turned out into something else than I planned, but still, yeah, it kind of looks good to the theme. Then I added a little glitter from the Amrezy palette. Kiko Milano Fusion Lip Liner in the shade 518, and I used my Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick in Bend and Snap. Eyebrows done, everything is done. I'm gonna set it with my Mario Briscoe. And also don't forget to comment below if you want me to talk about my COVID vaccination experience as my next video. Please make sure you comment so that it'll be helpful for me to do a video on it, because if you are not interested, then no point in me making a video of it. So if you guys want me to, then please let me know. Bye guys.